What's up, everyone? This is Maximilian bringing you part 1 of a 5-part series covering gameplay from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
As you guys can probably tell, this footage is coming from EVO 2011, where I was able to get quite a bit of hands-on time playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And my apologies right at the start of this video because I have contracted the Ebola virus, and I'm currently trying to get through it right now, so my apologies if my voice sounds like I'm a Muppet or something along those lines. But you're going to be noticing a lot of the same stuff going on in this video is because I wanted to check out Strider, I wanted to check out his moveset, I wanted to see what the inputs for his moves were, and I wanted to see how he felt overall. It was the main goal behind this stuff, and Wesker and Doom are on my team because I wanted to see how well Doom is paired up with Strider in Ultimate. And Wesker's on the team just as backup. I was really curious to see how they nerfed Wesker in Ultimate, or if they did give him any substantial nerfs besides the health decrease. So Wesker and Doom are kind of like the backup of my team in case I lose Strider right at the start, and I have someone to fall back on and maybe to keep a win streak going, because the lines to play this game were pretty freaking long. And I was able to get on a couple of lucky, like, 10-game win streaks, and I think like a 20 to 25-game win streak at one point. I don't know if it was that much, but my legs were tired at the end of it, and I was getting rather lucky. So it's extremely good because it gave me more hands-on time with Strider and some other characters. So looking at the current gameplay right now, what I'm doing in this first match is trying to get used to Strider's moves. If I can give you a little bit of detail as far as what Strider is like and what his moves are, I can break that down right now. Strider's fireball forward moves are essentially his horizontal slashes, and they cause a ground bounce in this game. I was not incorporating them into my gameplay very well, but they do seem very useful for extending combos and utilizing a ground bounce to then pop them back in the air. It's also good for setting up supers like the one you're probably seeing right now, if not also Ragnarok. So it's useful. I just did not get the chance to put it into gameplay too much. Now, aside from that, my apologies if I'm messing up these inputs, and if they're later on we know that they're different. The moves where he throws animals, where he essentially throws a robotic tiger, he throws a robotic bird, and then he throws a bomb that slowly comes in and falls kind of almost full screen. It goes the entire distance of the screen. I could not tell if you can control it. Those were all done with quarter circle back light for the dog, I believe, medium for the bird, or light for the tiger, medium for the bird, and then heavy for the bomb. Now moving on to some other moves, Strider's teleports are, I can't immediately remember because it's like muscle memory and I can't even think of what it is. But Strider's teleports are done either with a Shoryuken forward or Shoryuken back. I'm thinking it's back. It's the exact same it is in Marvel 2, and it's opposite of what Wesker's is. So it's funny, I've been playing this game for this long and I can't remember which motion the teleport is as far as Shoryuken goes, but it's the opposite of Wesker's. And how Strider's goes is it's tracking. It's not like Wesker's teleport. Wherever a character is on the screen, if you teleport, it's going to track their motion, and you'll appear above them, behind them. Well, here's how it goes. If you do the light one, from what I can understand, you pop like right above and in front of your enemy. If you do the medium one, you pop behind them, which is kind of similar to Wesker's Fierce teleport, but it now tracks. And if you do the Fierce teleport with Strider, he does the axe kick, where he vanishes in the neutral position, and then comes down and does like a spiking kick. In Marvel 2 and in the original Marvel vs. Capcom, that move was garbage. Like, you would never use it. And it was the thing that you might notice overall with a lot of the moves that Strider has is that the moves that were garbage in older games are actually kind of useful now. Like, it might be one or two moves that just you don't want to use too often, but for the majority of them, they're pretty good. You can actually apply real scenarios and use these moves, so that's pretty neat. So one of the bigger things, like I was saying, is Strider's teleports. Strider's teleports tracking is kind of crazy. It seems like that's like way overpowered, and that's really good, but they actually balance his overpoweredness. And I don't know if you guys have seen the chance where Strider gets hit in this video yet, but this dude has really, really low health. I'm talking one single bread and butter combo from absolutely anyone in the game ending a hyper could almost kill him, if not be an easy 75%. and which was an overall concern I had with the game, because I was feeling that Ultimate Marvel 3's damage was really high, and it felt like it was higher than the first game, which blows my mind if you tone down X Factor and you increase the damage overall. However, I was able to ask a question quickly of Neo G and Nitsuma during an interview at the panel, and it wasn't the fact that the damage overall has been changed. It was later learned on when they were going over the individual character changes and move changes and attribute changes, that it's not that the damage has changed overall, it's that the characters have lower health. Like, it seems that a large majority of the cast dropped in health, maybe except for Arthur. Arthur's one of the only guys that got a boost in the HP department. So it's pretty shocking to realize that from the scale of Wesker to Sentinel, now Strider, even Phoenix, a lot of the characters got significant health decreases. So that means that a lot of the times the damage is just going to seem much higher. And my apologies for the video right here, it does even itself out. We get a tripod later on and actually get the footage really squared away. But this was very early when we were playing Strider. And as you can see, Ouroboros right here being activated, or Ouroboros, it's effective, it's really good, but it's easily push blockable, and you need good assists to make it extremely effective, it seems like. However, you can combo full screen off the freaking thing. If you mash on any attack, he shoots one of the discs out of the satellites, and if you're full screen, that'll combo. Like, I think it went to like 15 hits before I killed the guy in one situation, but it's interesting. It's just interesting to see that Strider is really similar to what he was like in Marvel 2. He's not like extremely scrub friendly. He's not brutally easy to use, because his moves can be somewhat hard to execute, but at the same time, he takes damage if you screw up. Like, you have to be extremely careful with Strider in this game. And that's how he was in Marvel 2, and to be honest, I kind of like that. I kind of like that he's not extremely easy to use. So, that's going to wrap up this first part of an ongoing 5-part series covering gameplay from EVO and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But quickly before I go, I wanted to highlight this piece of footage earlier in this video where I noticed a potential bug in the game already, or maybe an intentional feature. In this clip, right after Strider summons all of the dogs and cats super, I then pop level 3 and go into Ouroboros, right at the same time as Firebrand does his charging up super that doesn't actually put anything on the screen, it just charges him up. And if you notice, Ouroboros is completely gone once he does his, which is why I was sitting there poking Light Punch trying to throw discs, and it was just gone completely. So you have to look at the scenario this was. It could be an extremely situational bug, or it could be something where if you want to counter Ouroboros, you activate a self-building hyper, like a hyper like the slowdown one with Ami or whatever. Who knows, maybe this will be different later on, but it was just something really interesting that happened when we were paying attention at EVO. I hope you guys dug the first part, and check back tomorrow, because I'll be putting part 2 up as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.